What's going on, guys? Welcome to Orum'S Den today. And today we're going to be talking some Lions football, man. We got the OTAs wrapping up. Mini camp is starting right now. Let's quick shout out to John Kapler. What's going on, brother? Justin Stevens, that's my boy right there. Jamie Ward, what's up? Brennan Big Streams, what's up, man? Bo Gregarious, yo. Big Wes, what's going on, brother? And Brennan Big Streams again. I already said your name. What's going on, Michael Mike? How you doing, buddy?
Hey, I'm doing pretty good. I'm in the backup role when it comes to my microphone, and that's okay because I got on a little bit late. So unfortunately, I can get that thing the best quality, but hopefully people can still listen to the content and have fun on Mark Orum from Orum's Forum on Orum's Den. Make sure you hit that like button, folks.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it, Mike, doing the backup, man. That's how we do it here, man. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Tristan Williams, what's going on? Chase Bishop, Tristan Williams, what's up? Hey, this kid's got a podcast, bro. I should have wrote down your podcast name. I follow this guy. I'm on a bunch of podcasts I'm in a bunch of pages, Lions pages on Facebook, and Tristan has a podcast. I forget your name, bro. Throw that up in the chat, dude. Tell everybody what your podcast name is, and we'll see what's going on there. Justin May, the rapper, what's going on, bro? One Pride 40. Alan Dana, how's it going, guys? Well, like I said, Mike, OTA's kind of wrapped up, and we got mini camp going on right now. And apparently, Goff was looking pretty good during OTAs, but today he was struggling a bit on the goal line. What's your thoughts on that?
Man, it seems like we're always struggling on that goal line. We got to get those touchdowns in the red zone. I'm tired of field goals. We need to get touchdowns, and this is something that is going to be really important for the Lions going forward, is to get 7 instead of 3. And so that's why it's really important to get this goal line and get touchdowns. With that said, it's also good for the defense because, man, oh man, the offense can't have it every single time, and the defense is the biggest issue for this team. It's not the offense, it's the defense. Can the defense now do this to other offenses, stop them on the goal line? That will be important for how the Lions proceed in 2021, stopping touchdowns, because this defense was dead last nearly in every statistic last year. Can they improve? At least there is life in the defense, and that is good news.
Oh, for sure, man. You know what I mean? Like you said, Mike, the offense can't have it every day. And usually during camp, if you play football, I'm sure a lot of people did, usually the offense has the upper hand in practice. They know what they're doing. Everyone knows where they're going usually, and this is a defense that has struggled in the past, man. So we need every thumbs up or every kind of praise that we can get from this defense. We need to pump these guys up, man, because like Mike said, bottom of the barrel in every statistical category, not looking good throughout the whole year. So I'm okay. It's day one. Goff's going to look okay. Cephas, I guess, looked okay today too, and that's good to hear, Mike, about Cephas.
Yeah, there's Cephas looking really good, and that is definitely something I feel like he was going to progress this year. He was looking better at the end of the season last year, and now as we don't obviously have the wide receiver core we had the last couple of years, it is important for a young person to stand out. Him and Victor Bolden apparently been standing out, and I love seeing these young guys get in there and make some plays, because I am afraid of having just Brashard Perriman and Tyrell Williams. You want to have one of these young guys come in here and to start to make some plays, because if, say, a Cephas does work out, that would be fantastic. Fan-freaking-tastic. At least have somebody somewhat reliable and someone young that we did draft come in and help out Jared Goff, because the wide receiver core is the big question mark so far for the Lions this offseason. Can they get something out of somebody? Can they get orange juice out of oranges here? We'll see, but it's a good sign to see Cephas do something fairly good.
Exactly, man. One Pride 40 saying Cephas got to go. I don't really understand that, my man. This is a guy that was drafted last year, man. He's a second-year guy. Probably should have been drafted a little bit higher, but he had some things going on at school that that were taken care of, falsely accused of. And I thought he showed a little bit last year. He was kind of the odd man out. He wasn't really going to get a lot of playing time last year as a rookie. And So I think he showed out a little bit. He's probably one of the best route runners on the football team. So I think he's maybe right now, believe it or not, he might be one of the most reliable guys on the team at the wide receiver position. Saying he can't separate too here, dude. He's not the fastest guy in the world, but he gets the job done, and he's only a second-year guy, man. We're going to have to count on him, because don't count on Brashad Perryman to stay healthy all year, man. That's my take on it. I'm really worried about Brashad Perryman. But speaking about this defense, Mike, the D-line, we were ranked, I think, 30th last year by the end of the year. Now we're ranked 24th. What do you think about that?
It's good that we're going up in an upward trajectory. That's kind of what we expected, is somewhere in the mid-20s. That's kind of what I've been wanting to see from a defense as a whole. I think what we're going to see when it comes to defensive line is the run stopping is going to be better, but will the pass rush get better? That is the giant question mark. So I do see it getting upgraded, because when you get the players like they selected, I mean, they really got the interior there. They wanted to stop that run, but we still have a lot of question marks on the outside. Yes, Romeo did fairly good, but he can't do everything himself. And we look at Trey Flowers, he's going to be stepping back a little bit. So who's going to be the other guys that's getting after the quarterback? It's not the best position right now on this team when it comes to getting after the quarterback. Stopping the run, great. Quarterback rush, a little worrisome.
Oh, that's what I'm really worried about is especially the quarterback rush. Now, like, we know Romeo could do it, like you said. Now we need, we're going to be relying on guys like Levi and Aleem McNeil to do that. I don't really necessarily think so. I think that's why they brought in guys like Charles Harris, who's kind of busted a little bit in Miami, played in Atlanta, but a lot of Atlanta fans thought that they didn't really want him to go, even though he had only about 4 or 5 sacks last year as a Falcon. They also brought in who else did they bring? That Julian Okwara coming back. That's a much needed pass rush from the Okwara brothers. We need that. And then yesterday they brought in a guy that I did a video on that I liked about 2016 when he came into the league, was Reggie Gilbert. I think it's a guy that's going to come in here and he's going to compete with guys like Robert McCrary, Austin Bryant. Austin Bryant's hurt again. All right. Okay, let's hear it. You know what I mean? Austin Bryant.
He's always hurt, man. Come on, man. This dude lives. The guy is Alka-Seltzer. As soon as anything touches him, he just disintegrates. He is literally Thanos before the snap. He's always gone. He's always injured. I know you like him, Mark, but it's time for him to go. It's time for him to go. Man, he can't stay healthy.
Well, what's his injury? Do you know what it was? Undisclosed or something?
From what I heard, I think he chipped a toenail. I'm joking. I don't know.
Oh, he hurt his wrist signing autographs. Man, I don't know what's going on, man. I don't know what's going on here, because I like him, man. I liked him coming out of Clemson. I know he played on that crazy Clemson team back 3-4 years ago, whatever it was. I can't remember. I think they won the national championship with Bryant, but don't quote me on that. But I know that defense that year. That was the year Dexter Lawrence, I think, was there. That was the year. I just remember that defense was off the charts, and he ended up having like 17 sacks in 2 seasons. He was really good coming off that line and that linebacker spot, that D line. I had big hopes for him, man. He fell in the draft because of the chest injury. Of course, he's hurt, and then now he just can't stay healthy, man. And I thought he was looking good at the end of the year, and then lo and behold, now he's hurt again. So I don't know what's going to be going on. I think that might be a reason why they signed Reggie Gilbert. What do you think about the Reggie Gilbert signing? It's a guy that played on Green Bay. Went undrafted. Tennessee Titans actually traded for him. Only gave up a 7th-round pick to Green Bay, and then he's kind of bounced around to 2 or 3 other teams. But he's got some giddy up to the quarterback, Mike.
Folks, make sure you check out Mark Orum's video on him, because he made a video. It's a very good video. With that said, I think he's a camp body. I know, I know you went in the video and you like him. But with even camp body, there's so many camp bodies. Can somebody be a guy that will stand out and make the 53. That's the thing, because we have so much issues with that edge. He potentially could make the 53 because of Bryant, because of these players who can't stay healthy, because of the lack of pass rush. So I think he's a camp body, but we've seen camp bodies before actually come and perform. We'll see. I'd even make a video on it because I didn't think it was really necessary. Right. And after you made a video on it, you gave out more information. So if people want to check him out, understand what he did in college, go check Mark Orum's video out upon our new signee.
Yeah. And he was an undrafted guy, man, back in 2016. And, you know, I personally, I made the video because I liked him back then. And I was kind of hoping the Lions would draft him way later on down the road. I know he wasn't a first or third, fourth round pick. He ended up going undrafted, but I liked the way he played at Arizona. I thought he was a guy that could get to the quarterback, and he ended up actually starting 5 games for the Tennessee Titans last year. So I don't know, man. I think it's a guy that's going to come in, he's going to compete, because I don't think there's a lot of competition going on right now at outside linebacker, Mike. So that's what kind of worries me about that. But on to another injury. They recently released Raheem Boyd. Now, this was a guy, running back Raheem Boyd, went to, I believe it was Arkansas. Last chance U kid, had a little bit of trouble in college, man. Wasn't very focused in college. So he went on that HBO show, Last Chance U. And he was a guy that a lot of Lions fans liked. A lot of Lions fans liked and probably thought that he might have won that number 3, possible number 4, if they were just going to go 4 straight running backs. Now, he was released. He had an injury. What do you think about the Raheem Boyd release?
I don't think anything of it, because I do believe they're going to bring in Todd Gurley, and I think it's going to be obviously Swift, Williams, Gurley, and Jefferson. So a lot of people don't want Todd Gurley, or maybe they do. I just believe that's what they're going to do. So I'm not thinking much of it in that fashion. When it comes to Raheem Boyd, I know people did like him as an undrafted guy, potentially make the team as a prospect who no one thought of, but he's not thought of here in Detroit.
No.
So at this point, I think we're just waiting for the inevitable to happen. And the youngest running back on our core will be the guy we draft the 7th round, named Jamar Jefferson.
Yeah, for sure. I got big hopes on Jefferson too. I think he needs some seasoning though. I don't really want to put him at the number 3 right away, but hey, I'm not the Lions coach. But they did bring in another kid, Michael Warren. This kid was a beast at Cincinnati. Only problem with this kid is that he's got fumbling issues. They did bring him in after they released Raheem Boyd, but he was a good running back in college, very productive, scored a lot of touchdowns, ran for a lot of yards, can actually catch the football, but his only problem is his fumbling issues. So they brought him in to compete too. What do you think about that, Mike? Mike Warren.
First off, we got a
$5
super chat there.
Thanks, brother. Can I get a 1 pride in the chat? 1 pride. Get it in the chat, guys.
1 pride.
Yeah.
1 pride for real. Travis the Goat Doily with that $5 super chat. He's definitely supporting ISN, and we definitely appreciate his awesomeness here. Man, that Warren, he does hit you for sure. And he's a big guy, and I love those big guys. This is something I truly enjoy. The fumbling issues is a massive issue. You can't fumble the football, and that's so. I mean, hey, throw him in there, see if he can get it under control. If he can't, he's gone. But if he can, you potentially do have a bruiser. I still give the edge to Todd Gurley, because I just think that they are going to sign him. It just seems inevitable. There's still 1 spot open, and it just seems that's the spot they're going to be giving it to. But I have no problem bringing in the big guys. I have no problem let them frustrate linebackers and run them over. That's what I like to see. So give them a shot. Why not? Why not?
Exactly. Well, what do you think I wanted to ask you, Mike, since you brought it up, Todd Gurley, what do you think the hesitation is there right now? Do you think it's a money thing? Because I've been trying to look, obviously I comb through the social media like crazy, trying to find just a nugget of why he hasn't signed with the team yet. I don't know if he thinks he's going to be a number 1 or possibly a number 2, or if it's a money issue. I can't really quite piece it together. What do you think?
You know what I think, and I know this is just a guess. While I see Eminem just came on. What's up, What's up, Marshall?
What's going on, Marshall?
Oh, what's up, guys? Just a guy named Pack of Candy.
Man, hey, I appreciate you, Marshall. Huge fan of your music. Hey, it's Detroit versus everybody. Even though your voice sounds a little bit, you sound like a guy named. I swear I heard this guy's voice before. Yeah. It sounds like Antonio Hightower, but I do appreciate you, Antonio Eminem, coming in on and having a good time.
Oh yeah, I had to drop by.
Thank you, Tony. Appreciate it, Mike.
Hey, so what do I think when it comes to Todd Gurley? I think it could be an issue of some of these veterans don't like to go into mandatory camps and stuff like that. And I think that's probably really it, honestly. That, or maybe it is a little bit of a contract. The Lions probably saying $3 million. He's probably saying $5 million. That could be an issue, but it's probably one of those things.
Yeah, I know. Well, what do you think the holdup is on Todd Gurley, Tone, or do you think he's an afterthought in Detroit now?
I don't know. I mean, they said they want him.
Yeah.
The real question is, does he want to come here?
Right.
I mean, he doesn't really have many reasons to want to come here like that. He probably want to go to a place where he can be more of the feature back. And here, there's a whole back rotation. I don't know if he really wants to be a part of that. I'm gonna say I just really think it depends if he want to come here. I mean, clearly the Lions have interest in him, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter if the guy doesn't really come here. He hasn't really shown that we're really one of the places that he's considering, other than from many connects in Detroit. As he hasn't really said, Detroit's one of those places I'm considering, and I wouldn't blame him if it wasn't. If it was, It just really depends. It just depends on how many teams pass on him too, because it's probably going to be a while. He's probably talking to a bunch of teams, waiting to see that some more teams get some interest after seeing what happens at camps and stuff. But I don't know if he really want to come here.
Yeah. He might have just came here just to start the juices flowing. I'm not too sure either, but Dan Campbell came out and said that they're talking to his agent. So whatever that means. You know what I mean? We got to just take that with a grain of salt, I guess. But we had some comments from Julian Aquara. And if anybody's got any questions in the chat, just hashtag it. Let me know, guys. I didn't write a lot of stuff down, so just write it down and I'll get to it. If I don't get to it, guys, sorry, but I will look for it harder. But Julian Aquara, he came out with some comments about him and his brother, saying that he thinks that him and his brother can get 10-plus sacks each this year. So, what do you think about that, Mike?
And well, I would hope that he would think that way. I would like to have a guy who thinks that they can be a force upon this defense, and I would expect him to say something like that. The issue is, can he stay healthy? Can he stay healthy? I know what Romeo can do, but I don't know what Julian can do yet because he's not been on the field. If he can stay on the field, he should be impactful. He definitely should be. I mean, he's shown in college he's a difference maker. The issue's just been health. That's it. That's really it. So if he can stay healthy, he should be pretty good, but that's a big if.
100%. What do you think, Tom?
I like the confidence, but can we get Julian Aquara drug tested real quick? Listen, man. I could maybe see you doing it, not this year. I don't really see him doing it this year.
No.
Next year, I mean, but you and Romeo, nah. I mean, I can see, like I said, I can see Julian doing it like next year. I don't really ever see like. I don't know if Romeo's gonna be able to do that again. It just depends on how good, like how much of that breakout was really a breakout, or if it was just like a
contract year kind of thing.
Yeah, contract year breakout stuff. But together, the problem is together. If he said, I think he's gonna say we're gonna get 10 sacks in total together, I was like, yeah, okay, I agree with that. He said each. I was like, oh, wait a minute. You lost me at each.
Yeah, for sure. I'm hearing you on that one, man. Listen, well, this is the thing with him. He's backing up his brother, I think, at that position. So he's going to have to really ball out, man, if he wants to get 10 plus. And unless somehow he beats out Trey Flowers, but I don't know what's going to happen there. But I think Romeo. I think he's easy 10 sacks. I think he can get. I don't think it was. I personally don't think it was just a contract year, but who knows? Because just a couple years ago, he had 7.5 sacks, 8 sacks, whatever he had. So he was close a couple years ago. So I think
he got it last year. He got
it last year. He got it last year. So I think this defense is going to be a little bit better. He's going to have a lot more help. There's only one way to go, and that's up, man. So I think he can get like 12 sacks, 13 sacks. I think he'd be that type of guy. But his brother, Julian, I don't know, man. Like you said, man, maybe he needs to be drug tested because unless he's stealing someone's job, getting 10 plus sacks in packages, because he won't be starting, and he'll probably be a situational pass rusher, is what I'm thinking. So if he can get 10, man, Godspeed, man. But I guess you never know, right? But One Pride 40's got a question here. ISN, what do you think of Julio trade? Yeah, man, we talk all football. So, Mike, what do you think about the Julio trade with Julio Jones going to Tennessee Titans?
Great fit over there in Tennessee, man. My God, you got Ryan Tannehill, you got two monsters at wide receiver now, two big bodies, and you got Derrick Henry. That's a formidable team, and it was for a second-round draft pick. I didn't feel like he was going to get a first-round draft pick. I think that they're going all in over there in Tennessee, but they have to. Their team has been to the playoffs. They just got to, finish and capitalize. If they can do that, hey, get a piece there. Now, I think that's a great destination for Julio Jones, and good trade, I think, for both teams.
Yeah, I think so too, brother. Travis Doyle with a $5 super chat. I said 10-7 all the way. We'll have one of the best stacking brother duo in history, especially if they think they can do it all in the mindset. Hey, man, it's all about mindset, man. Hey, you can't come out there and say you can't do it. So I applaud Julian for thinking that. I just think that he's a little bit over his head right now. He's backing up his brother, I think, at the moment. So I just don't think that's going to happen right now. But like Tone said, too, as well, maybe next year. So what do you think about what did I just ask you, Mike? I completely forgot.
About Julio Jones being traded.
Okay, Julio Jones there, Tone. What do you think about the Julio Jones trade for him going to Tennessee from the Atlanta Falcons?
It surprised me because I didn't really even count Tennessee as really a destination like that. It's going to be interesting because Tennessee coming into this was clearly not a Super Bowl contender at all. And now they kind of have like Super Bowl contender potential if everything goes right. And I mean everything has to go right because defensively, they're not that good. Offensively, Julio probably offsets the fact that they lost Corey Davis and they lost Jonnu Smith. So maybe he offsets that. They better hope Ryan Tannehill is that guy. But, man, it really surprised me. I was like, what did they give up for it? They gave up a second. I was like, okay, the second is pretty solid. It's really just go big or go home this year.
A second and like a fifth or a sixth?
It was second and a fourth and eight. And I think
a fourth? Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Did Atlanta get anything back?
I think they got I think Atlanta gave him like a 6.
Okay. All right. Well, he's 32 years old. He's 32 years old. He's still got the juice, man. But I think it's a big move by the Titans. That means they're all in, obviously, doing something like that because he's still a great football player. He just got to stay healthy. But I thought it was an odd choice of him going there, too. Like you said, he said he wanted a big arm quarterback. I don't really know Tannehill's deep ball, so I'm not going to rip on Tannehill because I don't think he's that bad. He shows up, but he's got King Henry. He's got King Henry completely backing him up for everything that he does wrong, and we've seen it in the past. But I think this is going to open everything up now. I think it's a good move. I just don't know how it's going to. I wonder who's going to cry first in that offense. I wonder if it's going to be Henry, Jones, or AJ Brown. I don't think they're. I haven't really heard too much about Julio Jones being a whiner. He's always been the number one guy, anyways. But is this going to affect AJ Brown? And is it going to affect Derrick Henry in a negative sort of way. So I guess we'll see with the Titans. But I guess Titan fans should be fired up about it because it is pretty good for them if you're looking at it that way, right? Detroit fan man, he's asking a question. ISN. I love that avatar, by the way, man. Hashtag ISN. Is Jonah Jackson, that's our left guard, the truth or a detriment a la PFF? I don't know what PFF has called him. They obviously don't like him very much. Mike, what do you think about our second-year guy, Jonah Jackson?
I brought up the fact that PFF had the Lions offensive line ranked 10th.
Oh,
and they was talking about how Jonah Jackson wasn't that good, which, I mean, it wasn't. He was below average last year. So I'm surprised that he was below average.
Okay.
He was a rookie. I mean, most of the offensive linemen struggled. Andrew Thomas struggled. Jedrick Wills struggled. Even Mekhi Becton was up and down. Wirfs is the only one who was really just like consistently great. And he was surrounded by top players at their respective positions. So
100%, man. Well, what do you think about Jonah Jackson, Mike? You think he's the truth or is he a problem?
I think that the detriment is PFF. I think Jonah Jackson's got a very high ceiling. I think this is ridiculous to say that he is. If there's a detriment to this offensive line, I'm thinking Big B. I'm not thinking Jonah Jackson. I'm thinking about the most inconsistent player that we have on there. And Jonah Jackson was a rookie last year. I think he's definitely got room to grow, but he's a dang good player. I'm happy to have him on this offensive line. And he's going to help out that side between Frank Ragnow and Taylor Decker. It's you want to worry about this offensive line. Let's talk about Big B. Let's talk about, is he going to be consistent?
What's going on, Tone?
I'm worried about both guard spots, to be honest. It's part of the reason I wanted to add a guard in the draft to add to the rotation. Big V is a problem because at best, Big V is like an average guy. Jonah has a lot of potential, but he's still got to get there. I liked him coming out of college. Wasn't that great last year. He had some really good moments, but then he had some really bad moments too. To his benefit, though, he did play a lot of top defensive lines. You had to go against some bunch of D tackles like Grady Jarrett, Keem Hicks, tons of top guys, but he just wasn't that great last year. So it really just depends on how he improves this year. It's really going to depend on how good his O-line is. Yeah,
and this was a kid last year, man. Didn't he make the all-rookie team as a guard anyways? So he made the all-rookie team.
Yes, he made the all-rookie team.
So I guess you can't really, you know what I mean? And he was a rookie. So, and the last I checked, I think he only gave up about 4 or 5 sacks. So it's not like he was too bad, man. And I think he's only going to get better. I don't think he's a problem, man. I think the right guard spot is going to be the problem. And they need to clear that up, I think, before they have to worry anything about left guard. I think just for right now. So we'll see what happens there. What's going on, James Willis? James Willis says, I want to see what Derek Barnes is going to do. I heard he missed practice today, too. Does anybody got any notes on him? Because I couldn't find anything. What happened to him.
He missed practice. He just missed practice. I don't know for what reason. But, yes, he did not practice today.
Okay. Titans have all going on because Derrick Henry's shelf life is not going to last forever. Estimated life for running back like him is max 3-5 years, I think. Yeah. Yeah. So they should really think about trading him, maybe probably in the next couple of years at least, or a year. Those guys don't last, man, even though he is a tank. So Tennessee's got them thinking to do, but they're all in. So I don't really know if they'll be thinking about trading anybody as of right now. They're not going to go and make a move and get a superstar wide receiver and then go trade for a superstar running back. That just would be a lateral move. Just doesn't make any sense as of right now. I guess they could maybe do it next year. All depends what happens. So we'll see what happens there. But there's also more talk, and we can never get away from this talk, guys. The Aaron Rodgers talks. I like bringing this stuff up because A, I don't like him. B, I don't like the Packers. And this is something that Aaron Rodgers has never done, ever. He's never missed an OTA. He's never missed mini camp. He's about to get fined about 100 G's if he misses all 3 days of this mini camp coming up. He's already missed today, I think. Today was their first day. He's got Bakhtiari, their left tackle, and Devontae Adams completely puzzled on where this guy is. They don't even know where he is. They haven't talked to him. That's what they're saying. And it seems like there's a little bit of panic going on in Green Bay. I don't think it's quite set in yet. But if this goes, the longer this goes, if this seeps into July, I think it's going to be a huge problem for the Packers. Well, what do you think, Mike?
I think this is a great thing for the Detroit Lions and for us as fans. I love dysfunction in Green Bay. This is fantastic news. Anything wrong with Green Bay puts a smile on my face. And look, when it comes to Aaron Rodgers,
yeah,
he's not in there. And guess what? He's a quarterback. It's not like he's a wide receiver or an offensive lineman. This is the face of your franchise. He ain't there. That's an issue. It's a big issue, and I love it. Please continue to hold out. Please continue not to show up and force this organization to get rid of you.
Yeah, but this is the thing too that kind of like makes me wonder. Like, it's not a money thing with him. Apparently, not a money thing. It's not really a teammate thing. Apparently, it has nothing to do with Jordan Love. I guess I don't know if I can quite believe that just yet, though. I don't know if I can believe that. He wants two people gone. He wants his GM, Gutekunst, whatever his name is, and that Mark Murphy. I think is he the president? Is he the president of the Packers? Whatever he is, it's two guys that he wants apparently gone. And this and the organization in Green Bay, they're not budging. They're not doing it. They're not going to fire these guys. So I don't know what's going on. What do you think's going on over there, Tom?
Man, there's just a lot going on. That organization, I think after years in this organization, and what the breaking point was not even a horrible decision they made for years. They're making horrible decisions for years. It was the lack of communication, which was the problem. And I was just like, man, if you gonna communicate with anybody, I'm communicating with Aaron Rodgers, and his is kind of a collateral effect because I don't know. A lot of the receivers didn't show up. Apparently, Devontae Adams basically said, "I'm riding with my quarterback." So Packers got a problem on their hands.
They got a big problem, man. Especially if they don't know where his boys, man, his blindside guy and his number one weapon don't have a clue what's going on. So unless he just put a gag order on him and said, just don't talk about me. I don't really know what's going on over there, man. I'm loving it though. I'm loving it, but I can't see it being done. I can't see it one day him waking up and then all of a sudden he's there. I think some major movement is going to have to happen there, and it seems like the Packers don't want to move anybody. They don't want to fire anybody. So I just hope it continues, man. But anyways,
keep continuing. Yeah. I absolutely love this. Continue through the regular season. Just continue as long as this can then happen. Please continue. I love this. This is fun for me.
Yeah, we need this, man. We need him gone. Go to Denver, bro. Go to Denver or go to Las Vegas. But anyways, Big West Kivenen's got a good question. This is a really good one, actually. # what about the media hating on Dan Campbell? Tone, what do you think about the media? Because they're dragging him through the mud. Colin Cowherd and Joy Taylor just drug him through the mud the other day, man, about that helmet. Because he's got the helmet on his head, man, for the Grand Prix, and people calling him a goofball and all these names, and Neanderthal. What do you think about all that, man?
I mean, Dan is quite the character, so
he is.
It's just such an odd guy. It's kind of hard. I mean, I don't understand what they really hating on him for. I mean, they hate on a lot of coaches. I mean, they hate on a lot of the Lion stuff anyway, too. So, especially Kyle Cowherd, I don't really listen to him at all.
Oh, he's rough. It's like nails on a chalkboard, buddy. But it's like a car crash. I can't turn away. You know what I mean? It's weird. I don't know why. But anyways, Mike, what do you think about it? About hating on the
The media is absolute trash. It is nothing but trash. If you ever look at the media, it's the opposite of the regular people. They want this PC perfect LA. Everything is got to be perfect, okay? Like when we speak. But when you have somebody that's an average person who's got a sense of humor, oh, how dare he? Oh, they're so out of reality. They're so out. They don't understand. They don't live in reality. The real human beings are funny. We like to have fun and be just average folks. They live in this elitism land where everything is got to be their standard, and if you're out of their standard, you're a weirdo. You're this. You're that, and it's crazy to see. This is how the media is. It's literally they're like 1%ers that live out of perspective of the average folks.
Yeah.
It's the funniest thing.
Oh, for sure. And he's even got, obviously he's got Mike Valente. Mike Valente is in on it too, man. He's had nothing negative to say for months, so he probably feels like he's losing his audience. So he needed to say something unintelligent and call Dan Campbell a cartoon the other day. He said, speaking of cartoons, man, that guy's just the biggest cartoon on the planet Earth, man. That guy. So called him a cartoon, saying that it's all a bit. You know what I mean? Like, what can this organization do? We just had a guy.
Yep.
We just had a guy here in Matt Patricia that was literally hated by the media, hated by his players. Who knows what was going on in the front office with him? I'm sure he didn't get along with anybody in the room. Now we got a guy, who's at least got a personality, and it's May, June. It's early. This guy's not going to do this during the season. I would hope not. I don't think he's that type of guy. I remember when he was in Miami, he wasn't doing silly stuff like this when he was the interim head coach for the Dolphins. So why not have a guy that has a personality? Why not have a guy that players can gravitate to? This is what you want, man. You want a guy that's got a personality. You want a guy that you can laugh at and go, "Oh man, look at the coach, man. That's hilarious. I can approach this guy and I can have a conversation with him, man." It's just weird, like you said, Mike. The media, man, they just bash everything. The 1%ers, I can't stand it. It drives me nuts, man.
Colin Cowherd's such a OG. I bet he won't say it to his face. Go ahead and go say you listen to his jokes are dumb. Come on, man. You guys are just hating just the hating. That's all it is. Is hate sells. The hate and controversy sells everywhere. If you look in the media, it's never good stuff. It's always bad. That's the stuff that sells. And if you want views, all you got to do is start a controversy. And that's what they do. And here comes good old Mike Valente with his cartoon. Come on, Mike Valente. You're a cartoon. It's just crazy. They don't live in reality. They just don't. You're telling me no one makes jokes in your guys' lives and family. I do it all the time. I do stupid stuff all the time. That's what makes me me. So does everybody else. Exactly. But apparently, if you're an elite and you have to be the 1%er, you have to talk perfectly. You have to present yourself professionally on and off the field. Yeah. Everything must be perfect.
Exactly. Like Cowherd saying that you would never see Bill Walsh do that. You never see Bill Belichick do all that kind of stuff. You would never see Andy Reid do that. Well, what is that supposed to mean? You know what I mean? We had the guy that tried to be Bill Belichick. It didn't work. So I think it's the most ridiculous thing ever, man. I love what the Danimal is doing right here so far. You know what I mean? I think it's great for the players. Love it. The players absolutely love it, man. It's a different atmosphere. It feels different. Man, they got the music going. They got, they're laughing, man. You go look at the pictures on their on minicamp and the OTAs. All you see is smiles. And I know it's June. I know it's late May, early June. But you've never seen that, man, like the last 2-3 years, I didn't see nobody smiling in pictures. It seemed like they just hated to be here. So I think it's a good thing, man, that the Danimal has at least some character to him, man. It's awesome.
You don't see the New England Patriots doing that. Yeah, look how that worked out for us. Yeah, look how that worked out. The Patriot way. We don't care about that. How about the Detroit way? That's what we're creating. I don't care about what other people have done, and that's the line that we need to do. Guess what? We've been doing that for 50-some years. It hasn't worked out. How about we try something different?
100%, man. We need to try something different. So that's it, man. That's all I want to see is something different. Now, if anybody's got any questions, you guys got anything to say, man? Let me know in the chat. I can get back to you. I didn't write anything down. What I did write down was we've gone right through it. But we're about 40 minutes in, guys. Show's going good. Belichick put his dog. This is a good one. Belichick put his dog at the draft table in his kitchen, and they thought that was funny. Yeah, exactly. When Belichick does stuff, you know what I mean? It's great. It's great for TV, man. I remember that, man. That dog, man. They're still talking about that dog.
You know what I liked at the draft is when one of our top draft guys called up one of the teams to troll him for a draft joke. He'd been doing it for years. But that's not professional. You've got to be professional at all times.
What happened there? What happened again, Mike?
They called one of our top guys. I forget who it was, but he's been on multiple teams, and he always every year he calls up the same GM just to troll him for a draft day trade. So he calls him up, and every year the guy answers it, and he knows what's coming, and it's just a troll as a joke. It's a running joke.
Oh, that's hilarious.
As on the draft time, and yet you have to be professional. You've got to be professional.
That's unbelievable, man. What do you think about that, Tone? Did I ask you?
What'd you
ask? Just about Dan Campbell. Did I already ask you, bro?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, man.
I'm trying to say something.
You got anything to
Packers
add?
moving Elton Jenkins to tackle? There's no way.
Are they?
I don't know. I seen a quote that says Elton Jenkins could be very, very good at OT.
Wow, why would they do that?
I hope they don't. That would be the dumbest thing. Actually, you know what? I hope they do. I need the Packers to do bad things.
Yeah.
Tone, stop it. Stop rooting for other teams, Tone.
Tone, man. Yeah, man. We hope
Jenkins.
We gotta hope that Jenkins goes offensive tackle, becomes
a
complete
he's bad
failure. You know what I mean? We gotta hope for that, man. But speaking of offensive tackles, we did have Tyrell Crosby came back to camp, and Jamie Collins came back to camp finally. Showed up for mini camp because now you can start getting fined. These two guys showed up. What do you guys think about that, Tone?
I was say, well, he clearly was not. He wasn't very happy about that trade rumor stuff.
That's what I hear.
Yeah, he definitely wasn't. I'm not surprised. Dude should have been starting for years. They just benched him. That should have been starting for years. His contract year doesn't really have much to show for it. It's not the way you want your career to really go. Jamie Collins, I didn't know Jamie Collins actually was missing camp though. I didn't hear about that. I never knew.
I guess he missed he wasn't available for the OTAs. I guess it's something that he's been doing for a while though, but he's here now. So I don't know.
Collins missed OTAs because he was having the birth of his child.
Oh, okay.
And his child was born the last Thursday, so that's why he's back here.
I was thinking, I'm gonna say Collins would just miss. I'm gonna say I don't know. Collins sounded the kind of guy who just miss for no reason.
Yeah, well, the OTAs are voluntary, right? OTAs are voluntary, but now these mini camps are mandatory. You have to come, or you're gonna start getting fined. I forgot that he was having a baby. Yeah, that just completely slipped my mind. I thought he did that on the regular. I guess not though. That's my bad, my slip up. Well, then what do you think about Collins being back, though, Mike? We need him, man.
It's
We need
good.
him
He's the best. He's our best linebacker on the team, and we gotta have the best. I mean, it's talk about our linebacking core. That's still rough. So it's good to get him back, but obviously family comes first. Totally get it. It was just OTAs, so but good to have him back. You know, I keep hearing rumors that he could get traded. I still don't think that would be a smart move.
Yeah.
But it's good to have him back in the lineup, and same with Terrell Crosby. Good to have him back in here, and the team at full strength.
100%, man. Here's a good a question by Big West. Hashtag, do you think Iffy, that's Melifonwu, our third-round cornerback rookie that we picked out of Syracuse, do you think he would be playing cornerback, strong safety, or slot corner? I think they're going to stick him at corner for now, but our safety issue is a problem. He's got the size, 6'3", 215. I guess maybe to possibly move there. I don't really know what this organization wants to do with them. I have a feeling they're just going to keep him at corner for now. But what do you think, Tone?
Can I choose none of the above?
None of the above?
First of all, I need to.
Where should he play then?
We should, first of all, never put him at slot corner. That should never be a decision. That man,
as a what? Never put him where?
Never put him at slot corner. If he's a great athlete, but that man has hips of iron. All right, he is not. He don't got the hips to be slot corner.
Hips of iron. Yeah, I'm not putting him at slot.
And the real problem is like he doesn't really have all the technique to be a slot to be a corner yet, but he's not really physical enough to be a safety. Enough. It's like where
he can press though. He can press a little bit though. He can.
He can press, and then once you get past that,
once you get past him though,
woo, that might be a problem.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
But
he's not a bad player though.
And I like him. I like his potential. But right now, he's just kind of a project at the moment.
So where are you keeping him though? You're keeping him at cornerback, right?
I'll probably put him at corner. I need to find out.
Just keep him on the island, right? Just see what happens.
I'm putting that corner. I don't know if switching his position right now is a great thing. He already isn't that particularly technical. So I don't know if you really want to switch his position right now. I'm just trying to find out what I got in Will Harris and Tracy Walker. That's all I need to know. And if Will Harris is trash or if Tracy Walker isn't what we think it is, hey, I already know the plan for the future.
Well, that's what it is, man. The safety unit on our team is very. There's a lot of question marks, man. Can Tracy Walker bounce back from having a bad year? Was it the scheme, that he was in? He was supposed to break out last year. Arguably his worst year as a pro. I think Harris is just a bad safety. I think he's a box safety, and that's all he can really do is kind of play the run. Really, he's terrible in coverage. I don't like him anywhere really on the field, and he is our number 2 safety. I think that's why people. I think that's why people are talking about Melifonwu possibly getting moved. And I don't like what's going on. Mike, was it the Will Harris comment?
Yeah. Will Harris is our number 2. Oh my God!
Right now,
that's so scary. That's so scary.
That's Bobby Price or Jalen Elliott.
The secondary is scary.
Oh, the secondary is very weak. Is very weak, man. People love to see. That's a good question. What does everybody feel in the chat about this secondary?
Also, if you think the secondary is scary, then the wide receiver core is a haunted house.
I'm not too. I'm not
horror show. What's that?
I'm not too scared about our corners. I am happy with Amani Warrior. I think he's going to do fine. I think he's going to be there. When it comes to Corn Elder, we'll see how he does at the nickel spot. And Okuda, I think he's going to take a fairly significant jump because he didn't do that great. Yeah, I think he will. I'm not saying they're going to be, the greatest thing in the world. Yeah, but a worrisome is if we're doing worrisome, I'm worried about the linebacking core, the wide receiver core. That's what I'm worried about. Those are the positions that and safety. And Harris. Man.
Yeah. If we were to pick like in order, for sure, man, it'd be wide receiver, linebacker, maybe obviously secondary as a whole. I think secondary as a whole. Like I said, I still like Okuda, but there's still question marks. We need to see it now. And that safety position, man, I don't know. And in the number 2 corner, man, like, wow, is Aurora going to be the guy? Like that, it does worry me, man. It worries me a lot. The D line doesn't worry me as much anymore at all now. I think the D line's gotten way, way better just by addition, by subtraction, and by adding some players that we've gotten on there. So through draft, through free agency, through trade with Brockers, Levi, Aleem, I think we got way better there. Just this secondary, man, this linebacker core, man. Wow, do they scare me, fellas? They scare me. Tone?
This whole defense is scary. Interior, the defensive line has a lot of potential, but also a whole lot to prove. Edge rush, I mean, it could be good. It depends on the health.
Right.
I mean, just depending on how Julian's going to look. And if Trey Flowers is going to be healthy, because he's going to be very key to this run defense. You know, this run defense looked a lot worse when Trey Flowers got out. We was making fun of him until we played the Vikings. We was like, oh, wait a minute. Okay, now I kind of see what he's useful for, because we can't stop the run for nothing.
Yeah, that's one thing he can do. He can't stop the run.
But yeah,
sure.
Man, I don't know about the pass rush. Definitely don't know about this pass coverage. I got to see what Okuda's going. I think Okuda's going to bounce back. I like Owarie. You gotta hope that Tracy Walker bounce back. Linebacker, of course, it's just a mess.
For sure.
Man, that defense has.
When you're relying on Alex Anzalone, there's some scary issues.
Yeah, he's literally penciled in as a starter right now. So that's frightening, man. I think it's absolutely frightening. Mike took a dip. I don't know if he's so I don't know if he'll be back. That's cool, Mikey. Take it easy. But yeah, man, it worries me. Big West got another question. Hashtag, do you think we sign a free agent safety? Has Malik Hooker signed with anybody yet? I know Dallas Cowboys were kind of interested in him. Last I was reading, but I haven't really heard too much about it. I think we definitely need to sign one for sure. Tone, you think so?
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah, we definitely need to sign one. Malik Hooker would be my choice. Get him in there now. Your safety.
No.
I would love to see what Will Harris got to do, but with that being said, you get Malik Hooker. Who cares about Will Harris's feelings?
God, no one cares about Will Harris's feelings. He hurt my feelings last year when I watched the play on the field. It was just Malik Hooker would definitely be an upgrade. Let's just say that.
He definitely would, right, Mike? That's the question. Like Big West asked, like, do you think we're going to sign a safety? And me and Tone are like, well, they should. We just absolutely destroyed the secondary 5 minutes ago, so they obviously should. And Malik Hooker, I think, would be a nice addition, right? No?
Yeah, for sure. Obviously, there's the injury issue there, but what do you rather go into, having Malik Hooker with an injury issue or have Harris with a play issue? That's scary.
I'd rather take a shot at the guy that can't stay healthy, to be honest. Honestly.
So would I.
Because he's a guy that can actually play football. Will Harris he just doesn't have it as a pro, I don't think, man. Like he can't cover, he can't do a lot of things right, man. So, and he's what? This is his third, fourth year now. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Now, is there some magic elixir that's going to make him better this year?
No,
I don't know. You know what I mean? It's probably not going to happen. So, I think they definitely need to look at safeties, and there probably will be some drops, some cuts. I mean, from other teams, and for some reason Malik Hooker's not getting a look right now for a lot of teams, but it's probably due because of his health reasons. Man, the guy can never stay healthy, but he is talented.
I think people are just afraid to sign a hooker.
They just don't want a hooker on the team, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's if you bring a hooker into the team, hey man, we're in trouble. You gotta start making calls, man. You gotta start apologizing. You know what I mean? You gotta get PR.
At least the team would be motivated.
They'll be motivated, man. You know what I'm saying? For sure, man. Jeffrey Barnabas. When will we ask the Fords to sell the team? Well, bro, I've been alive for 48 years, my man, Jeffrey. I've been alive for 48 years, and I hear it every year. So, tomorrow, you know what I mean? It happens every year. It's always, it's been a question, bro, that pops up 12 months out of the year, every year by every other fan, bro. So I'm sure it'll get brought up again when we're not doing this well during the season. Mike, what do you think?
I think that we're going to be asking this question till the day we die, because I've been hearing this for 36 years.
Yeah.
This question always comes up, and it's not going to happen. They're not selling the team. But you can ask it, because why not? But I do have hope. I do have hope in the new management that we have. I do. So we'll see, but I think that we're in the right direction.
I do too, man. I feel we're in the right direction too. I think Sheila Ford has. It's almost sad to say that she's been one of the best owners we've ever witnessed so far. Because she's really hasn't really done a whole bunch. You know what I mean? She's letting other people do things where the other, like Martha and the old man, they got their nose involved too much with things and made things personal. It almost seemed like it just didn't really know what they were doing. So with Sheila, she seems to be more laid back. She lets people take care of the business side of it. She just seems like she's the smarter owner. So I guess time will tell. But what do you think, Tone? What's that, Mike?
Time will tell, just like it's time for me to get off. My family is here, and I appreciate you allowing me on, Mark. And everyone, make sure you subscribe to Mark Orm from Orum's Forum, because he drops all things Detroit Lions, and he kills it, man.
Thanks, brother. Have a good one, dude.
You as well, man.
Okay. Tone, we're going to hold it down for a bit, and then I'll be getting off for about 15, 20 minutes, man. So what do you think about that, man? About when will we ask the Fords to sell the team? Think that's going to happen anytime soon? Nah.
I mean, we can ask them.
We're going to ask them,
listen to us. They're not going to listen to us. Why would they listen to us? We still don't go to the games anyway. Even if we don't, they still going to make money. Listen, the Fords are not going to sell the team unless they feel like they have to sell the team. And the Lions have been a very bad team. So clearly they haven't really felt like any situation is bad enough for them to sell the team. So it's probably never going to happen.
100%. Well, nothing's wrong with Sheila, One Pride. I'm actually talking her up. She's doing things the right way, man. She's doing things the right way. Whereas then her old man and her mom, they got their nose involved in things too much. And I almost felt like they were taking things personally and just, doing things the wrong way. With Sheila, I love the way she's running this business, man. She's letting football people take care of business. That's all I'm saying, man. I love what Sheila Ford's doing. So far, it's good. James Willis, my man, James Willis, hashtag, did Victor Bolden participate today? That's like the second time I've heard that today. I didn't know if he was hurt. I know he was doing well the other day. He was looking good in running routes. And that's all I really know. Tone, do you know anything about Victor Bolden participating today? I didn't read anything that he wasn't.
No, I didn't. I also didn't read anything that he wasn't. So, I don't really know nothing about that.
Yeah, the only guys that were participating today was Austin Bryant. Didn't participate today. He's hurt again, by the way, eh? Austin Bryant's hurt again. Derek Barnes, which I'm a little bit concerned about, but I don't know what his injury is. And there was one other guy. I don't think it was Bolden, though, but if he's hurt, I didn't hear about it, man. But, I don't really know, man. Why are we having on Sheila again? Hating. No one's hating on her, bro. No one's hating on her, Bo. No one's hating on her at all, man. I think one thing that, I don't know, I think Tone can agree with me that I kind of like what's going on with Sheila Ford. You?
Oh, yeah, she hasn't really done anything that I said was bad. Now, you want to see example. Honestly, I really don't think most of the time owners have a huge impact, unless you're the Bengals.
Or Jerry Jones.
The Bengals, yeah. Unless you're the Bengals like Jerry Jones. Then you're like, okay, you got to go. You're just like, you're so bad that you're making our team worse. Like, you got to go.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. I think with the old regime, though, the old ownership, like with the old man and and the mom, I think they got their nose bent about a lot of things, man. I think they didn't do things the right way, man. I just have a feeling that they were more involved than they were with, or they just couldn't, or they just couldn't hire the proper people. You know what I mean? Just couldn't hire the proper people. Go hiring like guys like Matt Millen, Martin Mayhew. Just not doing it right. Just not doing it right. Where it seems now, and it's early, it just seems like Brad Holmes was the right guy. Dan Holmes, for as quirky as he is and as goofballish as he is, which I love, seems to be the right fit right now. So I just think Sheila's doing things the right way, man. I just feel there's something different about it, man. And it's not one of those feelings where, oh man, it's April and we're gonna win 12 games. It's not one of those feelings, man. It's just I just feel we're in the right direction, man. You?
Oh yeah, I think we're in the right direction. Still got a long way to go.
Yeah.
But we're in the right direction. Although we don't really know if it's the right direction
until we see it on the field, right?
Yeah. Like we always think we're in the right direction, then we watch the team, we was like, oh, wait a minute. What were we talking about? Like, this team's trash.
Yeah. Last year I didn't fall for it though. Last year I said we were going to win 6 games. We won 5. But usually I was that guy, man. I was that guy that would say 8 to 10 wins every year. I was that guy, man.
I've been saying the Lions ain't gonna make the playoffs for a few years now. I'm like, Lions gonna make the playoffs. Not happening. Yeah. Last year I was like, definitely not making it. We're gonna go 1-3. We're gonna go 1-3 in the first 4 games. We're not making the playoffs at all.
Exactly, man. I handed in my homework card maybe 2 years ago, year and a half ago, man. I'm like an addict. I'm still trying to come down off being a homer, man. You know what I mean? I was one of the worst homers, I think, ever. The last past since 2021 right now, man. 2019, I just started getting sick and tired, man. I started getting sick and tired. I was like, okay, man, I can't do this anymore. I did it for 40-something years, dude. 40-something years I was a homer, man. We're going to win 10 games every year. I'd say that. I can't do it anymore, man. I can't do it anymore. And a lot of people get mad at me, man. Like I do videos and people get so mad that I don't pick this team to win 12 games every year now. It's like, man, I just started doing it for one, but I can't lie to myself and I can't lie to everybody no more, man. I don't think we're a good franchise right now. I like the direction, but that's a whole different story of liking a direction and actually proving it on the field, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I just want to kind of calm down with the homerism, man. And until we can start winning games, maybe I'll go back to being a homer, man. But I don't want to do it right now. I got no intentions, man.
I can't. I stay away from the Kool-Aid. I'm allergic to the Kool-Aid. Actually, I'm the anti-Kool-Aid.
You're anti-Kool-Aid?
Yeah.
For sure. Mm-mm. I think Big West is right here, too. I think Spielman deserves a lot of credit for our new management team. For sure. That's another thing that Sheila did, too. She was in on the hiring process, but they hired guys like Barry Sanders, Chris Spielman, 2 other guys, man. Can't remember their names right now. Oh man, it slips my mind. But they hired a foursome to go find a GM and a head coach, and this is the pairing that Spielman, Barry, and the 2 other guys came up with, and we got Holmes and the Danimal. That's who we got, man. So far, so good. We haven't even played a snap on the field, though, so we all need to take it down a notch, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We all like them until we don't.
We all like until we don't, man. You know what I mean? Exactly. It's fun right now. It's going to be a rough year. It's going to be a rough year, man. A lot of people don't want to see it. They don't want to believe it, actually. Sorry, I should have said that. They don't want to believe it's going to be a rough year, bro. They think that just because things are looking nice right now, we're going to win 12 games. Take a look at the schedule, man. This schedule is brutal. It's a bad schedule. It's like the 5th or 6th hardest schedule in the league, I think. I think that's where it's ranked at. 5th. Yeah, and just look at our positions, man. Just look at our positions. What's going on that football field? Look at our wide receivers. Look at our linebackers. Look at some of our secondary. It's frightening. It's frightening. When you only have like two pretty good positions on your squad, like O-line, I think is going to be solid. It's a top 10 O-line right now. It's already been ranked in the top 10 already. I think PFF graded at 10. PFF isn't the gospel, but they're getting recognized. And so then when you have that, and then you have a D-line that's getting better, but we haven't seen it on the field though. But it looks like it's going to be better. That's a little bit frightening, man, because I don't think we improved anywhere really else on the field. Do you?
Yeah, we haven't. And part of the problem is a lot of the teams on our schedule kind of are built in the trenches just like us.
Mm-hmm.
You play the 49ers, they have the O-line to stop our D-line. Actually, they're the O-line to just destroy our D-line. And they're the D-line to match it with our O-line. Same thing with the Packers. Same thing with the Bears. Same thing with the Vikings. It's just, because a lot of people's like, well, we're just going to run the ball. And I'm kind of like, yeah, you can run the ball until you can't. I mean, look at the Ravens. They have a quarterback who is basically a running back. What did they do this year? Signed Sammy Watkins. Drafted a wide receiver in the first round. Drafted a wide receiver in the fourth round. Because they realized they had the best running game in the league. And even they realized, just running the ball isn't going to really bring you success like that. You can't just run the ball and hope to get success. It's just not going to work that like right there in the NFL. A lot of people try to run to pass. Like I just said, the Ravens, a lot of teams learned that run to passing doesn't really work because it's like, well, you can run all you want, but you're not passing on us.
Right. 100%, man. One Pride 40's got one here too. Hashtag guys saying, you guys know the Bengals don't have a GM. I didn't know that. Did you know that? Tone? Hello? Tone, you gone? I don't hear no audio from Tone. I don't know if it's my I lost Tone. Just a sec, Tone. I lost you in the audio, buddy. You hear me? I can't hear Tone. I don't know if I think I might have lost him. Say something, Tone. I lost you, bro. All good. That's all good. I lost Tone. Can everybody else hear me? I'm going to keep my headphones on just in case they come back. But no, I did not know, man, that Bengals GM did not have Bengals. There was no GM there. Has that been going on for a long time or what? Did not know. How happy will you be just to see the team show up like they did after Quinn Trisha was fired? Brandon Barnett, I'll be ecstatic. You know what I mean? I just want to see them. I just want to see this team care. You know what I mean? I want to see this team care. I want to see this team show it on the field. I know the wins aren't going to come right away, but I just want to see some. I want to see the guys playing for each other, playing for their coach, and playing for their franchise. Play for three. Play for yourself first. Play for yourself, your franchise, your teammates, your coaches. Play for four factors, man, into it. That's it, man. I already know Lions are going to be winning football team. All parts are in place. All of that is chemistry and getting the right players in place. I hope so, Cal. I just don't think it's going to be this year. I think it's coming. I just don't think it's going to be this year, my man. I hope I'm wrong. I want to be wrong. This is one thing I would love to be wrong on, man. Give me a thumbs up if you can guys hear me, man, if I'm literally talking to myself right now. Because should have to admit I'm showering in the Kool-Aid, but I won't be shocked if we have a little season. I just think it's going to be a rough season, man. Yeah. Jerry Jones is the owner, GM, water boy. He's everything. We don't hear him either. Okay, I think he left. He left. Anyways, guys, that's all good. He's guzzling Kool-Aid off camera. Tone ain't no Kool-Aid drinker, bro. Tone comes. He's a straight shooter, dude. He comes correct, man. You know what I mean? He comes correct. He gets. people rub him off he rubs people the wrong way sometimes, man. But he says he's a very intelligent kid. I'm fine with losing season. Just want guys to develop a player. That's all I want, man. I think they're going to get 5 to 6 wins. I'm still thinking 5 though. They never had one. I didn't know. That's something, bro. You learn something new every day on that, brother. Because I didn't know one, Pride. I had no idea. Cincinnati did that. Tone overdoses on Kool-Aid. Oh, bro. He don't though. He don't, man. He's the complete opposite, man. My man Tone. No way. I might add a couple of opioids to my Kool-Aid, bro. Yeah, you got to get that. You got to get those opies, man. Ugh. Thanks, guys. You can hear me? Good. It's not just me. I'm not just losing my mind. Team. Would you move Okuda to safety? Interesting question, bro. You know what? No. I'm not giving up on the kid, man. I'm not giving up on – that's almost like giving up on him. I feel that is. I feel that is. Unless he's a complete, utter train wreck at corner, then I would think about it. You know what I mean? I'd absolutely think about it. Man, it was drafted 3rd overall. You know what I mean? But we got to give this kid a shot, dude. We got to give him a shot to play corner. You know what I mean? We got to give him a shot to play corner, man. I guess he looks great right now. He looks bigger. Apparently he just looks the part now, looking better, looking sharp, looking crisp. That's what you want to see, man. That's what we want to hear. Anyways, until we start hearing that, people are leaving him in the dust, it's June, dude. I don't want to move him just yet. Not yet, man. I can't. I think our running back group is a big upgrade. You know what? That's the Doug Wagner. I will agree with you on that one. I think our running grade did upgrade. I think that's one of that for sure was an upgrade. Adding Jamal Williams to that mix, I think was a very solid piece. So I take that back that we never had any crazy upgrades. D-line did get better too, and obviously with Sewell. So I guess there's a couple positions, man. But a lot of positions have it, man. I thought we downgraded at quarterback, and it's not a shot at Jared Goff at all. It's really not. I don't think it was a total drop off, just a tiny bit, man. Wide receiver, I think complete drop off. Linebackers are terrible still, and I think I think DBs, it's a wait and see for me, man. Oh, come on, man. Come on. What's up, Nathan LaPointe? If I see the team out there having fun, that would make me happy. Look at the Seahawks, Pete Carroll run up and down. That's what I want to see too, man. That's what I'm talking about, Nathan. And these just died on me. I don't even need them anyways. Good. Where's that Luke? What's this, man? Chops. What's up, Chops? Where's that Luke G. Hopium? Oh, sorry, man. Not yet. Lions will go 7-10. That's not a bad prediction. What's up, Tom?
What's up, guys? I got attacked by the Kool-Aid. Couldn't let it get me.
That's all good, buddy. I'm talking through my computer thing now. My headphones died on me, so that's all good. I thought I charged them too, but oh well. Hashtag ISN. You want to know how this is different? They didn't use a search firm for the new head coach and GM. That was a big thing for me too, because that's what they've been asking the NFL to do for years, is help them find a coach and GM. And why do that when you got guys like Spielman and company to do that for you, right, Tone?
Oh yeah, that's good. I just need to see that if that new HC and GM work out, because we're always optimistic until we go like, exactly. Oh, wait a minute. We're always optimistic until we're not. So I just need to see what they can actually do.
I need to see it too, man. And I think it's going to be a rough year this year, but
I mean, every year is a rough year, so it's not surprising.
Yeah, it's not going to be surprising. I won't be like, oh boy, you know what I mean? Like, wow, we lost. not this year. I'm willing to give it a pass this year, but next year I better see some major improvements. We still haven't even seen what's going to happen this year. Stranger things have happened, I guess. I just don't see it. I don't like the schedule. I think we play 6 or 7 playoff teams from last year. Is that what it was?
Yeah,
Something like that.
And it's about to play a bunch of teams that trying to make the playoffs this year.
You know what I mean? So it's just going to be tough, man. I think it's going to be a couple year fix. They gave these guys 6 years for a reason. This isn't a 4-year deal, man, where we can get rid of these guys in 2 years if it doesn't work. And you know what I mean? It's not like that, man. These guys got 6 years for a reason, and I expect results, big results, in year 3. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's kind of a good question. This year, I think it's going to be a write-off. I just kind of answered my own question, but this year is going to be a write-off, right? Next year, I expect improvement, but year 3, I expect big things. I expect playoffs and playoff wins in year 3. What about you, Tone?
It just depends how they're doing it. I think they need at least 2 years. I think they need to commit 2 years to just developing, seeing what you got, seeing taking some chances on some younger guys. What I'm hoping they don't do is what the old line regimes always do, which is by second year, like, oh yeah, let's just go sign some big free agents and try to make a playoff push. Like, no, actually do a rebuild. And the way they've been saying retool, it's kind of killing my hope that they're actually going to actually rebuild, that this team desperately needs a rebuild. This team doesn't need a retool. This team needs a rebuild. This team has a lot of problems at the moment. So,
100%,
I mean,
man.
I think in 3 years we could probably be a playoff team. It just depends on how this team management goes.
Yeah, for sure. Steve-O, man. Steve-O says, I thought Holmes showed he is competent drafting this year. I thought he drafted well. Yeah. I was okay with how he drafted. I liked
his draft, but we always liked their drafts until a few years later.
We always loved the drafts. Yeah, we always loved the drafts. You know what I mean? Right now, but I thought it was he wasn't really he didn't reach for anything. I didn't think he did. I don't think he did anything silly, anything that made you kind of scratch your head. Not from my point of view, anyways. I thought he drafted well, man. For a guy coming in, taking over, being the first year GM, I thought he did pretty well. You?
Yeah, I thought he did pretty well.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that, man. What else is going on here? What else somebody's saying? D cool. Yeah, did you see those hats, bro? Did you see the new caps from Era? It has a capital L going through the lion. Terrible. Did you see those hats?
Oh no, what? They finally get the lines of hats that they deserve.
Did you see the hat though?
Nope.
It's got a lion on it, bro, with a big, huge L right on the forehead.
Wow.
Yeah. Look it up. You looking at it right now?
Oh yeah, I've never seen such a lion's true hat right here.
That's just a true hat, man. It's upsetting a lot of people. I kind of get it. I actually don't mind the way the hat looks.
I have to remember all the L's the Lions get every year.
Yeah, it's something that probably never should have been done. It should, I don't know if Era doing it with all the last names of the teams. The Packers, is it going to be a P? With the Giants, is it a G? I don't know.
Better if they put a 0 for 0 Super Bowls.
I think a D would have been suffice. I wouldn't mind having the D there, but man, the hat itself don't look bad, but it's got just a giant L on your forehead. That's just, man, we're Detroit Lions, man. You can't be doing that to us, man. I just thought it was pretty funny, man. I thought it was pretty funny, and D Cool brought it up, and it needs to be brought up. It needs to be talked about because it's bad. What else is going on in the chat, guys? Anybody got anything in the chat, man? Because I'm going to be wrapping it up probably in the next little bit, unless you guys want to talk a little bit more, ask more questions. One Pride 40 hashtag ISN. When we were looking for a coach and GM, who did you guys want? Me, I wanted Ed Dodds. Who'd you want, Tone?
I didn't really know who I really wanted as a GM, although for coach, I wanted that guy, Matt Rule. Not Matt Rule. Joe Brady.
Joe Brady.
Yeah, Joe Brady. His offensive coordinator. Man, Joe Brady is going to be nice. Everybody's kind of like, well, let's give him a year to see what he do. But I'm like, but no matter what happens in the year, you're going to still like him anyway. I don't get what hired him. Man is a terrific offensive mind. Transformed that whole LSU offense because they was pretty much an old school offense until he came in. And in that 1 year, transformed their offense, all of a sudden made it to the NFL. Did so good as his first year as offensive coordinator that he already became a head coaching candidate. Like, this is an unnatural path right here.
Already, eh? Yeah, I know. Man, I don't know. Me, man, I wanted I was big on Robert Saleh as a coach. I was hoping that maybe him. The Dan Campbell thing threw me for a loop, man. Like, it threw me for a loop. I didn't even think he was even in the picture. So, for GM, man, I like that Dodds. I don't remember really. You know what? To tell you the truth, I can't really recall who I really liked. I'd have to literally go back in some of my notes. I probably did a video on it or something, but top of my head, I can't remember. I can't remember who I liked. I did like Dodds, though. That was the guy that was from Indy, right? Indy or Seattle?
Yeah, that's Indy.
Indy.
Please never draft anybody from Seattle. Never. Don't do it.
Who was the guy from Seattle that was interesting too, though? Who was that guy?
Scott Fitter or whatever his name.
Was it
Fitter?
him?
I think.
Yeah, there was another guy from Seattle. There was another guy from Seattle that was kind of getting talk. So, well, the wife has chimed in.
Please.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Please, not Seattle. Their drafts make me sad, and I'm not even a Seattle fan.
Yeah, man, they got some crazy weird drafts. Like this year, they only had 2-3 picks?
Yeah, because they somehow always seem to draft second and third round talents in the first round. It's impressive. Like, you always draft guys who shouldn't be in the first 2 rounds in the first round, and you don't draft O-line, and it's impressive. And the 1 year they actually drafted a player who was probably a second round pick, you already have 2 receivers. Why?
That's crazy, right?
I'm like, bro. Then they picked up 2 receivers in undrafted free agency who might be better than him.
Yeah, that's insane, man. Alan Dana here. # how many Hall of Fame quarterbacks were drafted out of the first round? I don't have a clue. Do you know that answer?
I do not. It's probably a few. I know Peyton. Peyton is probably what? Is Peyton in yet? It's probably gonna be going up in a few years because with guys like Ben and Rivers and Eli not making it, but there's gonna be a few.
You don't think Eli's gonna go in the Hall of Fame?
I mean, I don't think he should be.
He will though.
If he do, they're just gonna let me know all I need to know about the Hall of Fame.
He will 100%, bro.
Because I think if it was just the NBA Hall of Fame, he'd be in there.
Yeah,
NFL Hall of Fame is tough. I mean,
he's going in, man.
Brothers,
man. Brothers going in, man, together. You know what I mean? Yeah, he'll be going in. But I don't know. Like, I don't really know the answer to this question. Kind of Marino. Peyton for sure. Eli will go in, I think. I don't know. 6? I can't even tell you. It's probably more. I don't even know.
It's probably way more.
It's probably way more. I couldn't even get a tell.
I count on them old NFL QBs that nobody remembers.
Yeah. Oh, there's the wife. Hi, baby. How's it going? That means, you know what that means, eh?
Oh, yeah.
You know what that means, right, fellas? So if anybody's got anything, no one's really asking any questions, guys. I'm going to have to wrap it up, man. It's 8 o'clock. I think we're going for our nightly walk because we're starting that now. Because your boy needs to lose some weight, man. Your boy needs to lose some weight. He's tipping 275, so that's way too big. But Tone, what do you got to say to everybody, man? What's going on or anything like that, man? Or just leave something for the people.
It was great coming on here with you guys. Lions are going 0-16. 0-17.
17, buddy.
Going to set the new record. It's going to be the first team in NFL history to go 2 winless seasons. Yeah, Matter of fact, might go 0-34. Maybe. Jared Goff is going to get fired after this year. And what else? Oh, yeah, Jonah Jackson's below average. Just remember.
Below average. Okay, man. Hey, thanks a lot, guys, for coming into the chat. Thank you, Tone, for joining. Thank you, Mike, for coming in early. It was a good show. I had some fun. Thanks to everybody in the chat, obviously, too, man. You guys were great. And don't forget to subscribe to our channels. Subscribe to Tone T. This man has to put out some videos. He does have a video out, but he needs to put out more. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel as well. I just did a video on Reggie Gilbert, just a small little video, just talk about him for a little bit. And I got more stuff coming out. And congratulations to my Montreal Canadiens for advancing in the second round, going to the third round, waiting for the Las Vegas Knights and the Colorado Avalanche to finish up. They got game 5 tonight. It's all tied up 2-2 over there. We just swept the Winnipeg Jets in 4 straight. So congratulations to those Montreal Canadiens, man. And thanks for the show, guys. Thanks for tuning in. See you next Tuesday. Peace.